I'm here at the Neighbourwok, a relatively new entry in the Hokkien Mee scene, in search of the best Hokkien Mee in Singapore. And today we are here for their fried Hokkien prawn mee. Before, I have only heard about this place from my friends who live in the area, and it was uncanny how every friend I had in Bukit Batok knew about this place, but I have never seen it pop up in my social media spaces. Well, not until Zamet blew it right up, so hopefully we don't have to queue for too long today. But then again, nobody eats Hokkien Mee at 4 PM, right? It's now 3:30 and I'm having affogato nearby. Time now is 4 o'clock. Let's get it, boys. 一个6块钱吃。啊。Compared to last episode, at least this is way more. For $6 this much, I kind of wish I brought a weighing scale. This is, I want to say like 2-3 times the previous episodes. Anyway. Wow. Now let's try with the chili. Wow, really nice egginess and garlickiness. Plenty of flavor in these saturated noodles. You can see like the broth has been sucked up for mostly already. And the chili. I didn't talk about the chili the last episode because I think the correct chili for this dish is a sour one. It's not the sweet sambal. The sour one just elevates this dish so much. And this chili is exactly what I'm looking for. Other than that, great value, $6 for such a huge plate. I legit can see 2 people eating this. I have no idea how Zamet ate 20 of this. It's crazy. This must be like 300-400 grams of carbs. There's decent like prawns and sotongs and meats, but actually, if I were to be honest, I don't care about this. The prawn adds nothing to the dish. It's just boiled prawns. If the noodles is good enough, I don't mind having none of this. But I understand, obviously, most people will care about it. And then we talk about the misses. The seafood stock is not as good as the one from Geylang. The first mouth in, you actually get a lot of that fatty flavor rather than that crustacean flavor. As I mentioned before, the balance of these two will determine how much you can eat. You rely too much on the lard, garlicky, eggy flavor, right? You'll get sick of it very fast. The heartbeat of this dish, after all, is still a very rich and very well-seasoned seafood stock. And this plate falls short on that. And the second miss is a mystery. There is flour making its way into the dish. I'm not sure where it's from. Is it from the noodles or is it... You look at the stains on the plate. This is what happens when you 勾芡 in Chinese. It's a common practice where you add cornstarch slurry into stir fries to make the sauce thicken up. But there is a significant amount of starch here, such that even moving the noodles around, there is that sound. Obviously, when you deal with noodles, there is going to be a certain level of flour or starch in the dish. But this is a lot. The whole dish is caking up. And it also interferes with the taste because there's this like sticky thing on the palate that doesn't taste like much. And it also makes the eater like hit that wall faster. I'm not 100% sure that it is flour, but it definitely seems like it. But what I do know is that I am craving for a lot more seafood flavor. There are obvious burnt bits, this is just one example, but I don't taste a significant amount of wok hei, which is fine. Hi, Future Eldrick here. So more about the starch thing. After my meal, I cleared my plate and this was how it looked. But while placing my plate at the tray return, I saw another plate from the same stall and it had excess gravy. I stood at the tray return for the next 5 minutes, suspiciously, as I waited for other diners to return their plates. They all had excess gravy. It then hit me. Isn't this place supposed to be selling a wet version? I remember seeing those on the Google reviews and on Zamet's video. Why is mine like this? There was only one possible answer. I didn't have enough clout. Of course, I don't have enough subscribers. They were probably like, who is this nobody trying to taste our noodles? Ew, cringe. Just give him a random plate. Jokes aside, I mentioned flour several times in this video. I really meant to say starch. And I'm pretty confident that the plate I got was below their usual standard. That said, I can only judge what I tasted. So, let's get to the verdict. 1 noodle, I'll walk for this Hokkien Mee. 2 noodles, I'll take a bus for this Hokkien Mee. And 3 noodles, I'll go anywhere in Singapore for this Hokkien Mee. And the Neighbourwok is 1 noodle. They do a lot of things correct, it's still delicious, but I'm really craving for more seafood flavor. Without it, I cannot go more than 7 or 9 mouthfuls. And of course the starch problem, which now that I think about it, it might be the proportion of egg noodles to rice noodles, because there is significantly more rice noodles, which I suspect is where the flour is coming from. It might be seeping from the noodles or something like that. I don't know, maybe somebody in the comment section can tell me. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys this time. Please keep the recommendations coming in. I really need more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!